We all want a world free from poverty and hunger. A world where every family has the ability to provide for their children, wherever they might live. Every year, a plague called Peste des Petits Ruminants kills millions of sheep and goats and consequently robs hundreds of millions of families of this basic right. But it doesn't have to continue. Working together, we can eradicate this costly disease by 2030 and make history. Peste des Petits Ruminants, or PPR, is a deadly and fast-spreading viral disease, killing up to 90% of the animals it infects, and seriously harming the productivity of those that survive. Since its discovery in Côte d'Ivoire in 1942, this plague has spread to over 70 countries in Africa, the Middle East, Turkey and Asia. Today, over 80% of the world's sheep and goat population is at risk. Every year, PPR takes a devastating toll on 300 million of the world's poorest rural families, who depend on sheep and goats for their livelihoods. When these animals are wiped out by the disease, families lose their main source of income, the ability to build capital and savings, and the means to access social services. Sheep and goats also provide an important source of nutrition and food security. With the loss of these precious assets, families will often migrate in search of alternatives to poverty and starvation. The situation can also lead to instability and conflict, particularly in places where food insecurity and other resource shortages already exist. On a broader level, the inability of communities to anticipate, absorb or recover from the effects of PPR can severely compromise national and regional economic progress, turning back the clock on decades of development. Globally, PPR carries a cost of up to $2.1 billion per year. The good news is, PPR can be easily diagnosed and prevented. A reliable and inexpensive vaccine is available which provides lifelong immunity to the disease. Combining this with efforts to engage and educate local communities and strengthen the capacities of national veterinary services, the control and complete eradication of PPR is well within our grasp. By eliminating the threat of PPR, we have the opportunity to reduce rural poverty, malnutrition and food insecurity, while significantly improving the economic status of millions of women responsible for their families' welfare, and ultimately building more resilient, stable communities around the world. With a proven track record in eradicating transboundary animal diseases, FAO and OIE have been working with governments and communities around the world on a global strategy to end PPR and move us closer to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. We must all work together, sustaining political and financial investment and the momentum we need to support national and regional interventions across the globe. By 2030, we can bring our world one step closer to the reality we want to see, a world where no family goes hungry. Together, let's make history.